I swear it was only yesterday that my grand army of the tribal villages did conquer the land of the farmers led by the fabled scarecrow warrior. Yet the banging of the war drums is like the pain, the throbbing in my head. Whereas yesterday I was a chief, now I'm a king of a realm in a retinue of squires? Some say I'm a king, some say I'm a baron. But I don't know how I've gotten here, for it's a very strange land, filled with even stranger people. While I thought I had command of time and space, it seems time and space have command of me. Our brave chieftain now enters the next era of the campaign, when now... What's fun about this is we're fighting the Greeks, which is the next faction, but we always have to use the faction that's before it. So as these are spearmen, I'm thinking, let's see, given our amount of money, I actually have exactly 2 catapults. So we are gonna fire both catapults down this. It's basically like, remember when we did the bowling custom battle, which was very unique and very cool? Let's see. Boom! I think this is gonna do it. They better get up. Oh, we're getting stuck in the narrow roads. What's going on? Who's left alive? All right, there's some very strange mystery happening right now. Let's try this one again. So we'll get above so that we can see both stones thrown at the same time. We're using 2 catapults. It is the old twin catapult strategy. So I think we see this one Macedonian Sarissa, or pikeman here. He's probably gonna get hit right about now, and that's gonna be victory for us. So the catapults down the old hallway strategy, but like, look at this map. All right, so now that we're on this next level, but yes. Okay, so they all have, these are all hoplites, right? So I'm thinking catapults. I think catapults are exactly what we need, sir. I will actually send 1 squire up to charge, and hopefully... Oh my god, yes! Look at this. This guy just went airborne. He is off the map. He is out of Greece entirely. Sir, you have been deported. Oh, wait. The other group joined up over here. The Squire is doing his job brilliantly. He stopped the hoplites in the tracks. And now we will continue our journey into this land. So, guys, I think what Landfall is doing here is amazing in terms of their roadmap. Have you guys checked their roadmap out? Okay, so we've got 2 ballistas and a bunch of shieldmen. So I can't use the strategy that I want to use, which is all archers. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. All archers. This probably won't work too well. You actually get a few of them. So here's something interesting. As the game is going to be updated, it looks like they're going to be updating it every month until release in their plans. Oh god, here come the ballista bolts. But they don't have AoE effect anymore. Oh, well, I guess they kind of do. They took out 3 men. They took out 1 with them, who are now, those guys no longer exist in this time or space. Look at that, the archers are still able to do this. I'm not expecting this to win, but I wanted to bring up a point. That I would get hit in the pancreas, the hip, I don't know. He's not having a very good day. Now you'll notice that the arrows will start to disappear. I would love, I'm not sure if it's possible, but if it is possible, this episode I want you guys to leave your suggestions and your ideas for what you'd like to happen. Oh, look at that. The sheer force knocked this guy out, I believe. All right, so now we've got to use tactics. Now, I didn't realize this at first, but the bard is actually a unit that attracts the enemy. I remember seeing the bard in the previews before, and he would play his little, what's the medieval guitar? Banjo? I'm not sure. Anyway, he would play that, and he would slow down the enemy. It was almost like a curse of sorts. All right, so we're gonna go with the bard and try to attract these 2 groups into the middle. Oh my god. With our first throw, those ballista bolts, man, are incredibly powerful. This is dangerous because I guess these guys are doing a good job at distracting the ballistas, and our catapult should get the finishing shots on both of them. Boom! Look, this spear. Hey, Richie! I reckon that right there is a ballista. Why are we talking in an Australian accent? Namely, because Baron's accents tend to muddle it up a lot. I hear he's from the colonies. But look at this. Our little boys, Reggie, Archibald, and William, some very British sounding names, they almost lost their life. But this ballista bolt is held in time, and we are on to the next challenge. Alright, so we've got 2 Minotaurs and 6 Sarissa pikemen. I also have an insane amount of money. So, we shall create... Well, I was going to do 3 lines, but I can still do that. So I went with 3 bards and 3 lines of archers, and this is what I love. We fired 3 lines of archers into this group. Oh, he was knocked back. Uh-oh, that's not good. I did not know the Minotaurs just charged into our lines like that. This is our first attempt at dispatching these mythological beasts from this archipelago they call Greece. So what? I think we've definitely got this one. We're gonna pin cushion him with arrows, and there you see it. Alright everybody, so this is the first custom battle. Now, if you want your custom battle in a video, leave it in the comments below, and if you want tabs to continue as a series, let me know what to do. Pull the trigger on that like button. So, this one comes in from the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the FBI. So this one is just massive. This is Star Wars: The Battle of Kashyyyk. Now we had to use the testing map here, which is just blank because of the sheer number of units. I've even had to amend the number of units because it is so many. Look at this battlefield. Just scrolling and my frames drop. I'm wondering if this is gonna crash the game. Now I will have to do this in slow motion, or the frames are just gonna be bad. Now we're actually getting decent frames, but the amount of, oh, look at this. The amount of arrows going. So, the Republic is the blue faction. They have 30 Jarls as the melee Wookiees, 15 spear throwers as ranged Wookiees, 3x30, 90 frost archers as clone trooper riflemen. I can't wait till we have the unit editor, because we might actually be able to make stormtroopers, Darth Vader, all of that good stuff. Like, look at what's happening on the red side of things. So I want to give you a big overview to kind of like let you see what's happening here. So continuing with the blue formation, we've got 20 potion throwers as clone trooper grenadiers, 40 farmers as clone troopers who ran out of bullets, 20 Greek spearmen as clones that goes on melee, 12 minotaurs as bipedal recon walkers, and 2 knights as Jedis. And I don't think any of the knights are still, wait, we do. Both of the knights are actually still alive right now. So the Jedis are still alive. It looks like there's some friendly fire on some of the frost, maybe? And definitely a lot of the potion. The grenadiers here are definitely doing work on both factions because I think they have some AoE. There is a little bit of friendly fire. It's actually impressive with how many units, how few have actually been hurt by friendly fire so far. But this is tabs, and that is definitely a part of it. So the Confederacy of Independent Systems, the CIS, they're in red. They have 25 wheelbarrows as NR, N99 walker tank droids. 120 medieval archers, definitely mended that one. 50 hail balers as super battle droids, 20 hoplites as droidicas, 20 berserkers as assassin droids, 20 double axe masters as Trandoshan mercenaries, 5 scythes as Trandoshan officers, and 1 king as General Grievous himself. Now, is General Grievous still alive? This looks like a very big sword. So what's happening here? This is what happens when we try to go real time. It's like we basically are watching it in slow motion. So with a battle this big, I don't recommend doing battles this big, but it seemed like it would be a pretty cool one. And if they are this big, well, we might not be able to hold to the numbers as well. Oh my gosh, it looks like, are you guys hugging it out? What is going on? They're building a tower. This battle is literally gonna take ages, but it is going to be awesome. So look at this. It looks like when you kind of pan out, wait a minute. What happened to all the hay bales? Oh my god. Cue the Twilight Zone song. What happened? They're literally just floating here. I don't see farmers anywhere. Well, I guess there's these guys with the haircuts. What happened to the rest of them? Look at this. Who's got an apple? I do. So, he's got his apple, and this guy's running around with an arrow in his head. Oh, that's... Wait a minute. We've encountered our first proper tabs glitch. we see some mysterious things. When you've done enough custom battles, you'll start noticing, at least in the old tabs version, weird things would happen. All of these guys totally left their armor. And they look like the girl, like with their haircut, they look like the girl from Bob's Burgers. Come on, Axeman. Come on, General Grievous. Oh god. So let's see if we let it go, attempt to go real time, and we go above. Even the camera has some delay as far as like when my input goes in. I'm gonna go ahead and say this one is definitely looking like it's gonna be a blue victory. So if so, then that means the Republic, led by the Wookiees and their 2 Jedi. This is our first Star Wars battle in Totally Accurate Battle Simulator 2019 version. You know, the early access version, not the prototype, the demo that we played for, what, 2 years and 9 months before this baby came out. Oh gosh. All of the archers are moving in. Now at some point, these guys are gonna start taking enemy fire. Oh gosh, look at this. The Wookiees are closing in, man. The Wookiees are closing in. There's a few Trandoshans here, and Trandoshans is like Bosk. Bosk is a Trandoshan, and Trandoshans and Wookiees do not get along. Needless to say, oh gosh, the potions, the arrows are starting to hit the CIS forces here, the main ranged units that have been hiding out in the back and trying to do their best to lay down the pain, give some damage. I'm actually surprised that General Grievous, aka the King, with his Zweihander, I just love saying Zweihander, so I'll probably say it 10 times per tabs episode. We should have like a counting meter maybe in the future, or you guys should keep track and let me know. Hey Baron, you said Zweihander 8 times. But, yeah, this one definitely looks like it's going for the Republic. My head. I seem to have traveled to another place in time. It's very cold here. I could probably cut some diamonds with these. Alright, so now we have command of the Greek faction, or the ancient faction. I wonder, I won't be able to get all of it. Oh, I was gonna try to do a Zeus and a Minotaur, but we'd be just shy of it. So let's do, what if we just did Sarissas? 1 snake archer, and then 2 shieldmen. I guess a few shieldmen. Hopefully they'll attract the arrows. And 1 hoplite. This is our formation. I believe that the Sarissa pikemen are actually gonna be pretty good. Oh, the snake is loose. He's messing up these frost archers. This guy actually, this one right here has missed like 3 arrow shots because of the snake messing him up. Yeah, this looks like a more than adequate army. This army would make the Roman emperors, Alexander the Great, and Leonidas himself proud. Alright, so let's see. So I have a question. What is with these giant mysterious bones? Do you think they're hints as to what's to come? And what do you think it is? A dragon? A giant snake? But remember guys, that the question of this episode is what additions or modifications or updated features do you want added to tabs? What would you like added to the roadmap? I'm gonna try 3 ballistas to try to hit the bearmen here. Definitely going with 1 or 2 snake archers for distraction purposes, and then we'll just go with hoplite. Gentlemen, fire the ballistas! Alright, the snakes are out. They should do a decent job at distracting some of the enemy formation. Alright, where's these ballista bolts? Oh! Okay, none of them aimed at the Jarls or the bearmen, which is what we were aiming for. We need to reload the ballistas. Our infantry are losing their skirmishes due to being outnumbered. We require better use of the ballista bolts. Oh my gosh! Was that a Jarl? No, the Jarl's at the gates. He's actually destroyed one of the ballistas already. This one, he has a chance. It's just not looking good. Fire! Fire! Fire, darn you! Oh, you had an opportunity here, and now it looks like we will be defeated. We've got, look at that way. Look at what's happening over here. This is tabs. This is the tabs I love, guys. The Jarl is holding the body of one of his fallen warriors here. And he's trying to, well, he's not trying. He's going to knock our brave snake archer out. Oh, he did it with the, he kind of two-handed that. Defeat. Oh, I was gonna say, did we win? Of course we didn't win. Look, we even have like, it looks like treasure chests over here. Oh, this was an old dock, and maybe the treasure chest floated to the top. Alright, some say that when you encounter a very difficult army, you must use the invincible formation, We shall use the invincible formation. Spartans, prepare for glory. Alright, invincible formation, don't let me down, or else then you can't be called the invincible formation. I remember we did this with chariots in, like, tabs the beginning. Oh yeah, I have complete faith in my warriors. Our Spartan hoplites here are renowned close quarters combat experts. We did put one Saracen pikeman in the back, and he's actually in the front lines now fighting this Jarl. Stab him in the back! I think he actually knocked over 2 of his friends. Come on, boys. He's kind of smacking instead of stabbing. Come on, boys. What are you doing over here? It's very cold and we need to use each other for warmth. We're only given bronze armor, which is actually quite cold. Well, the Jarl has fallen. Look at this, man, dropping his axe. And who is this brave warrior? What's a really Greek name? Socrates! I don't have a beard, Baron. That's why you don't have a hoplon, sir. So look at this. The enemy, seeing what happened. Oh my gosh, this one is quite large. He's almost, I'd say he's almost a foot taller than his other 2. They've adopted our strategy and they have tried to use what? I'm trying to talk and this guy's just making me giggle over here. What are you doing, man? Oh gosh, and they're trying to use the invincible formation. So I need to use the anti-invincible formation. Zeus! Alright, so this strategy relies completely on the Lord of Thunder and a couple snakes himself. Zeus! I need you to smite these mere mortals. They're gods. The god of the Norse. Oh my god, look at those lightning bolts. We just cleaned out a ton of these. Oh, I guess we didn't. They got up. The snakes are distracting them. We should be able to get in here. And as long as Zeus... My army has disappeared. They must have fallen through the ice. Or maybe it was a game crash. Look at it, look at it. What's he doing? He's trying to break the ice. Wouldn't that be cool? Alright, this time I'm going all with big, pointy, long sticks. Saracen pikemen, oh, including this guy, who's like 7 feet tall. Oh my gosh, the lightning bolts are actually killing my own forces. I'm so used to new tabs not having friendly fire that I wasn't expecting Zeus, who dominated the last battle. Oh yes, that Ballista just took out a Jarl. Did you see that right in the middle? Okay, Zeus, just, yes! Okay, Zeus ended most of our army, I would actually say, not the enemy. The Jarls did their part. Oh my gosh, look at this poor man. He can't even hold his shield up. Oh my gosh, some of his brothers have turned to straight ice. This is amazing. I love that. So, like, it makes you wonder, what kind of crazy units could you get if you could turn people to ice? Like, I want a polar bear that throws giant snowballs. When we have the unit creator, we could do that. Like, look at that. Or maybe even just like ice zombies or ice trolls. So this is the last battle, and this is the fabled Viking longship. Alright, hear me, Zeus! If you win us this battle, our men... Oh my god, did the lightning bolt do that? No, that's what they normally do. Yeah, there we go. All the Viking ships are being tossed in the air. And interestingly enough, look at that. The Viking ships have eyeballs, and once they're launched, they turn to X's, meaning the units have what, died? Look at this. Now Zeus is definitely going to be able to smite the rest of them. Our Minotaur did his part. He fought bravely, and actually these snake archers, well, they're doing their part by distracting these units. Fire one more snake. Oh, I wish they would have fired one more snake. Come on, Zeus. We need you. Whoa, Zeus! This is me, immortal Zeus! Fire your bolts of lightning, Zeus! Yes! On command. Alright. He could still lose. This guy's trying to chest bump him. Yes! That's what I imagine. Look at him, he's like, Roma Victor! Or I guess it'd be Greece Victor here. We have just beaten. Haha! Thank you for playing our introduction campaign. We have conquered it.